Well, hey, babe, it's jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into a quick chat, honey. Let's talk about some things. All right, y'all. First things first, be sure to follow my backup channel, please, ma'am and sirs. Okay, that's me, Jamie. Okay, go ahead and scoot on over there and be sure to follow me. If you guys are in tune with the latest show on HBO Max called Sweet Life, get into the reviews that I do over there on that channel. Okay, and I am kind of working on another vlog for you guys. Okay, I may have a surprise person pop up in one of my vlogs, honey. All right, so just make sure that you guys are over there and you're all tuned in and you are all subscribed. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into what y'all really came here for. All right, first things first, honey, let's talk about Miss Latoya Lucky. Let me tell y'all something. I likes me some Latoya Lucky. One thing about Latoya Lucky, y'all are going to always know Miss Latoya Lucky outside of the fact that she was one of the originals when it came down to Destiny's Child. Hello, baby girl came out. She still put her music out and she done kind of flipped it and she's able to do some acting. Okay. And speaking of acting, I have to send a congratulations to her because she will be starring in a reoccurring role on Power. Okay. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. So I have to send a congratulations to Mama because she always know how to go out there and conquer a bag. Okay. Miss Girl will always be successful. Okay, now I'm wondering how her husband Tomicus is over there feeling, or at least her ex-husband. I know he over there cringing off the fact that he done messed up and let this lady go, or at least he didn't let her go. She walked away. So for me, I feel like she let him go. Period. I know he's over there cringing, but I'm sure they're continuing to work things out the best way that they can with co-parenting, because I do believe they have 2 children, a girl and a boy together. Okay, but all in all, you know, I just got to send me a congratulations over there to Miss Girl for doing her thing. Okay, so congratulations to her. Let's go ahead and move on just a bit. Okay, now wait a second. I do want to highlight something else. It seems like she may also be a part of the upcoming show. I believe the show may come out towards the end of the month, and y'all already know I'm gonna be reviewing Miss Girl. It's called Our Kind of People, featuring Yaya DaCosta. I hope I said her name right. You know, she was a part of America's Next Top Model, and she's been able to go on and do even more better for her career as well. So it looks like she may be making an appearance or something like that over there on Our Kind of People. Okay, so shout out to Miss Latoya Lucky out here figuring out different ways to secure the bag. I am so looking forward to this show, and I'm looking forward to seeing her, you know, act in all facets because I think she does a great job. Okay, so shout out to her for that. Let's go ahead and move on to something else, honey. A child, let's get into Dababy real quick. So y'all know Dababy was under fire a few weeks ago because all of a sudden he decided to do Rolling Loud or something, and he brought up HIV, AIDS. He spoke on, you know, gay people, things that were so unnecessary while he was doing this concert. Okay, so if you're gonna do this concert, excuse me, y'all. If you're gonna do this concert, then baby, just focus on the music. You ain't gotta mention nobody else and what they going through or what they got going on in your shit. First of all, that's first things first. Okay. So once he did that and it got out to everybody, period. When it got out to everybody, he started getting dragged, okay, all up and down and every which mother way around the street, honey. Let me go ahead and switch this photo over. When he started getting dragged up and down every which way up the street, I'm hollering. He decided to really, it was like it took him some time to apologize. And when he did apologize, nobody was believing it because of his antics. It was the lack of humility for me. Okay, he really acted like he was unstoppable and really didn't care about what nobody else had to say for me. And then when all these concerts and people started dropping him off and said, baby, we don't want to have anything to do with you. Then all of a sudden, I think that's when he wanted to kind of like have an apology, but he ended up taking the apology down. So here we are yet again with him giving us this apology, and him deciding to go and have a sit down with other organizations about AIDS and HIV and all these other organizations, informational organizations that can help him out, I guess. I'm not really featuring this or believing what Dababy. I feel like he is who he is. He's going to continue to be insensitive. That's who Dababy has been the entire time of his career, regardless of whether I've enjoyed his music or not. He's always been an insensitive person. Don't care about too much about others. Okay, what applies to other folks don't apply to him. Like, I mean, he's just always been a careless, in my opinion, individual. He's always been a problem, but everybody continue to praise him. And I feel like with this situation, he's going to continue to get praised even more. He's going to go on to be even more successful. So I believe. We saw where 50 Cent had a sit down with a group of individuals, and when he did that interview, he said that Dababy's gonna be fine. He just needs some, a PR person. He just needs a little bit of help. Okay, that's what he needs. He needs a mentor or whatever. 50 Cent said. Shortly after 50 Cent made that announcement or had that interview and said that Dababy just has some things that he needs to work on or whatever. Shortly after that, we learned that he is out here on stage or performing with Kanye West because he's supposed to be on a song or something. He's all at a concert. So Kanye West just opened up another platform for Dababy to be worldwidely accepted by his audience. If y'all wasn't featuring him before, now that I'm rocking with him by having him on the same stage as me, y'all should pretty much rock with him too, which is further expanding his range. Okay, what else did I want to say? So I just find that to be very interesting that now 50 Cent said what he said, and I'm sure 50 Cent and Dababy probably had a conversation. Kanye West and somewhat took him under his wings to have him a part of this show. Now here it is, somebody that gave him the idea. They started to tell him what it is that he needs to do. Go out here and have this sit down with these organizations. You're going to be fine. And I feel like that right there be the problem for me. That I feel like sometimes women don't get that same grace. Like, had this been a woman, y'all would have been like canceled her, walked her out the door like, girl, that's dead, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But when it's a man, it's like all you got to do is ABC. That's all you got to do, and then you're going to be good. And then here it is. That's what's happening with Dababy. All he had to do was ABC. He probably had a conversation with 50. With 50. Turn around, here go Kanye. And somebody within, in between all of that time, has given him info on what it is he needs to do. Now you want to sit down and you want to meet with these organizations, and now you want to sit up here and apologize for what happened to all that big talk you was just doing about how you didn't care, about how you haven't even spent your old money yet. You still got long money. You ain't really spending anything that they talking about. And then now you want to sit up here and come back, child. Well, they gonna do what they want to do because that's just how they is, ain't it? So I mean, until the next time when he gets another dragon, ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change at all. Black men definitely always get rewarded, even though, toxic black men always get rewarded, even though people be out here fighting for y'all rights and stuff. And I'm not even gonna go down that road. Just good luck. That's really all I got for Dababy. Ain't nothing gonna change. Exactly what's happening with him is exactly what I expected to happen with him. And he dropped a freestyle not too long ago too. When he dropped a freestyle, he dropped a rap on something recently, but I believe it was before the Kanye West thing. And I said, damn, I have to be honest, he snapped on this shit, and I heard it from it was like on the neighborhood talk or something like that. And I said, watch, it's in this moment people are gonna start like disregarding some of his actions and continue to excuse them and not holding him accountable for the stuff that he does. And he's just going to slowly make his way back. But when I saw him on stage with Kanye, I said, oh, not slowly. He's already back. The moment he sat down with Kanye, because Kanye has been one of the most disrespectful artists he has been one of the most disrespectful artists. And y'all still out here uphold him and go to his concerts just to a listening party, just to say that you were there, okay? Despite the virus and everything that's going on out here, honey. So, child, we'll get into Kanye towards the end, though. But, like I said, that's really all that I got for Dababy. Good luck. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on him and him deciding to finally have a sit down and finally give individuals an apology after he's already done sat down and had and been on stage with damn Kanye West. Child, let me just get off him. Girl, let me go ahead and just scoot the hell over, honey. Let me scoot over, child. Let me scoot on over to Vince, honey. Let's talk about Vince, Tamar Braxton's ex-husband, child. So it looks like he may be getting sued for $66,000. Baby Vince, what did you do? All right, so the headline is reading that Tamar Braxton's ex-husband, Vince Herbert, gets sued for $66,000 over a bounced check. Listen, it seems like ever since he has divorced Tamar, he has constantly been going through He's constantly being sued or something. It's always some financial things with Vince ever since he and Tamar has broken up. The Jasmine brand is reporting that he allegedly refused to pay $66,000 to his jeweler and has now been hit with illegal papers. Okay, a jewelry company. Hey, what kind of jewelry you got over there rocking, Vince? Who you got some jewelry to? Okay, a jewelry company named Green & Co. International and its owner, Michael Green, are suing Vince Herbert and accusing him of fraud and deceit along with breach of contract. The incident dates back to December 2018 when they say Vince Herbert reached out to Green & Co. and the deal was finalized on May 19th of 2019. Okay, Green & Co. says Herbert repeatedly lied about his net worth, including his ability to pay for the jewelry, his career, and his involvement in the music industry. Well, what did y'all need from him to give him this $66,000 and y'all just signed a contract? Y'all talking about he lied about his net worth, so that's what y'all go off on? Just his net worth? His net worth is all that y'all need? He lied about his career. He just told y'all what he does, and y'all just went along with it. Like, what? Y'all didn't use his credit, girl? What kind of success he got to have, or what he got to be in the industry to not have to use his credit to go ahead and get $66,000 worth of jewelry? Okay, let's go ahead and read on. Okay, they say he wrote a check for $20,000. Then he was given the custom-made jewelry. So that's what happened. He gave them a portion of the money up front and still owed some more. When Green & Co. went to cash the check bounced, child. The check was all over there, just bankhead bouncing, honey. Girl, I ain't got time. Okay. Reports also give insight into how the bill comes to $66,000. Okay. The company says Herbert kept making promises but never paid up on the bill. As a result, they are suing him for the remaining balance plus interest that totals up to $66,320.12. Girl, these people don't be playing about these cents, honey. It's giving me Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's giving me Erica Jane. Okay. Herbert has reportedly been facing financial issues for years, so this new incident just piles on top of that. He hasn't responded to the lawsuit of the jewelry company. He hasn't said anything, and I'm just like, and he's not going to, because, honey, get in line at this point. Get in line in hopes that you're going to get your coins, because he has a ton of other people in front of him. Girl, I can't believe the man wrote a $20,000 and the check bounce, baby. I wish I could walk somewhere and think I'm finna even try to put $20,000 on a check. Hear me, on a deposit or withdrawal slip. Do you hear me, girl? I wish I had that type of energy. I don't know what kind of energy Vince got, but I wish that I had it. Hear me. Let's go ahead and move on to Kamora Lee, because Vince ain't the only person around here getting sued, baby. Hey, y'all, it's a mess out here. Okay, y'all know I love me some of the Jasmine brand, period. Okay, so I gotta shout them out for this article too. Matter of fact, all of my articles today are coming from the Jasmine brand. So shout out to her. Okay, I love her content. So Kamora Lee Simmons denies the fraud allegations and asked court to dismiss Russell Simmons' lawsuit against her. Now, earlier this year, right? I believe she had took some money out on a particular stock or whatever. And I guess it was like a stock that Russell owned or he was a part of or something. And she used that money for her husband's legal fees. And he was like, you're not going to do me like that, girl. Girl, this is fraud. That ain't my husband. That's not my man, girl. That's yours. Those were your vows. This is something you chose to do, but you're not going to take my money, okay, to try and help out him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So now here it is that he is suing Miss Kamora, and this happened a few months ago. So she just now making a decision to let them know, like, girl, this is fraud. Go ahead and dismiss it. I'm like, girl, you should have been hollering fraud a long time ago. But let's get into it. The legal battle between Russell Simmons and Kamora Lee Simmons is still going strong. As previously reported, Kamora Lee Simmons has been hit with a lawsuit by ex-husband Russell Simmons. Specifically, Russell Simmons accused Kamora Lee Simmons of illegally using his shares from Celsius, okay? And that's an energy drink company, to cover her new husband's legal fees. Kamora Lee Simmons' husband, Tim Lessner, an investment banker she married in 2014, pled guilty to money laundering charges back in 2018. To avoid jail time, he agreed to repay the company. He agreed to repay them $44 million. If this is not some Tom Girardi, what is y'all out here doing? What is y'all out here doing with the people's money, honey? What is going on, girl? This man got money laundering charges, and you're gonna go over there and dip into the pot of what Russell got going on, and you just tied yourself to that. Now you probably already tied to it because you're married to him, but then now you about to tie it up even more. You about to tie his company up. Oh, I will be on your ass too. You're not gonna jeopardize my company for some shit this man did. No, ma'am. Let's go ahead and read on. Now, in the original filing, Russell Simmons alleged, knowing full well that defendant Lesnar would need tens of thousands of dollars to avoid jail time, stay out on bail, and forfeit monies for victim compensation, engaged Kamora and Tim engaged in this blatant fraud to achieve the nefarious and unlawful goals. So this is what he's saying about them, okay? This is what Russell is alleging is going on with Kamora Lee. They engaged in this blatant fraud. They knew it was fraud and this unlawful goal, okay? In an effort to keep him out of jail and for him to forfeit money that's owed to the victims and all of this. So he felt like it was a scheme that Tim set up for them to come to him with the bullshit, all right? Now, Kamora Lee Simmons is saying she's asking the courts to dismiss the case against her. She claims that the Celsius shares in question have not been sold. Instead, they are allegedly being temporarily held by federal authorities to serve as collateral for Tim Lesnar's bond. As a result, Kamora believes all fraud accusations against her should be dismissed, okay? Additionally, this is what her lawyer is saying. At the time, the defendants used the Celsius shares for purposes of the bond in connection with the federal case. Lee understood and believed the defendants were authorized to use the shares for the bond. So obviously, it sounded like in order for her to do that, she must too have some shares in this company. And that's kind of interesting because I feel like Celsius hasn't been around that very long, and Kamora and Russell have been divorced for a very long time, but they've always been amicable. So at what point did she invest or was able to get a part of any of those shares? And I just feel like that's kind of messed up for you to, whether they've been sold or not. Why would you? I don't know if she has her own shares, then that makes sense. Do what you want to do with your shares, right? And if that's the case, then it sounds like Russell, you just trying to control some things. But if it's not your shares, how do you authorizing something like that, ma'am? How are you doing that and standing up for this man's bond? Girl, let me see. I would have been her up and figured out a way to drop that man like a hot potato, baby. You're not going to be over here on no $44 million and you owe somebody, baby, because what's your debt becomes my debt. Because we married, baby, let me go ahead and hurry up and get this divorce because you're not going to set me and my family up. I done made it this far, and you're going to bring me how far down? Oh, baby, no. You got to go. You got to go, period. Like, But you know, when you all loving somebody, you in love and stuff like that, girl, it hits a little differently, okay? But, girl, you got me fucked up. I wouldn't be saying, So I don't see them dismissing these charges. They might dismiss these charges, but it ain't looking too good and it don't sound too good in my opinion. I wouldn't be dismissing too much of nothing because I feel like that is fraud. Did he not know that was gonna go down? You know, set up here and took some shares from Celsius to hold as a bond. Girl, what kind of is that? You ain't finna my company up trying to save his ass for some stuff that he done did to some other folks. Girl, what in the Erica Jane and Tom Girardi is this, honey? Girl, you should have dipped out like Miss Erica did. Like, girl, I'm finna go and get this divorce. So, I ain't got to be held down to nothing, but you are still going to be held down to something, Erica. But that's a different conversation. Y'all, let's go ahead and move over, okay? Let's move over to some nonsense. Yes, let's move over to some nonsense. So, Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy done went and had a conversation with, I wonder if this is going to be on the show. If this was an old episode that was already filmed on Love and Hip Hop Miami and they just now airing it, child, how does that go? But anyway, so Trick Daddy had a sit down with Drink Champs over there with Noriega and his team. And the conversation about eating a boutoir has come up, okay? So the conversation about boutoir getting ate out and all this other stuff came up. And let me tell y'all, this man, I'm not even gonna tell y'all what Trick Daddy said. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what Trick Daddy said. Go ahead and get into it, y'all. I can't take it.
When you say women to support the eat booty gang, you saying women is eating the booty?
Yeah, women eat the booty too.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know whether to make noise for that or not.
Yeah, I get 8 out.
Yeah, wait, what? What shit, man?
I get 8 out. Hey, listen, man. Check this out.
All right, Trick, you don't have your legs in the air, though.
It depends. We don't need to think about it.
Why? Why? No. He don't know if he, sometimes he had his legs in the air, sometimes he don't. Mm. I couldn't take that. I said, you get 8 out where on your face? Because that's where the booty at. I'm confused. Okay? I'm telling you, he get 8 out sometimes. Women eat it. I mean, yeah, there are some women guaranteed that love sitting up there tossing a little salad in the back or whatever they over there doing, honey. Okay, creating a pool and whatever else they doing back there. It's some women that loves to do it. There are men that enjoy doing it as well. The question that America is trying to find out is who the fuck doing that to you? Who is doing that to you, sir? Who is doing that to you? That's what we want to know. Okay? And I know you ain't trying to tell us that you walk around here looking like a tip drill. Okay, it must be because it ain't your face. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Because if you ask me, I feel like it's the reverse. I feel like your face, your ass is on your face. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to talk about nobody's something. That's not, girl. If y'all don't get Trick Daddy, I'm like, first of all, I don't believe this. Ain't nobody getting behind there. Okay, it's already a struggle to kiss you in your mouth. So why would they go behind there and kiss on your ass? That's, for me, that's not connecting. Okay, I can't get with that. But what I will say is, I feel like, are you saying this for jokes because you knew it was gonna go viral? Is that what you're saying? Because I refuse to believe with a straight face you sat up there and tell me you sit up there and you get 8 out. And you know, sometimes you have your legs up and sometimes you don't. What? Girl, I hope y'all ain't get no crumbles in y'all mouth if y'all was back there, okay, getting it in, honey. Girl, I hope y'all was not getting no crumbles in y'all mouth, but if y'all were, girl, honey, good luck. Let's move on. I can't take that. No, ma'am, no, sir. Let's talk about something else. Girl, I know y'all done got that in y'all brain and y'all over here stressed out, girl. Let's just, and let's switch gears, okay? Let's talk about Cam Newton. Let's get into brother Cam, because Cam was actually released. Okay, so the headline is reading: Cam Newton reacts to being dropped by New England Patriots. Decision is reportedly related to athletes' stance on COVID-19. Okay, so on the vaccination. Not so much as the virus itself, but more so on the vaccination. So earlier on Tuesday, NFL star Cam Newton was withdrawn from the New England Patriots. Okay, Cam Newton was with the Carolina Panthers for 9 years, joined the New England Patriots after signing a 1-year deal back in 2020. Okay, he later took another 1-year deal with the team back in March. So I guess he was going to do it one more time, right? So, however, Cam Newton's time with the Boston-based team has formally come to a close after outlets began reporting on the athlete getting cut from the Patriots. Okay, various NFL reporters chimed in and offered additional context. Okay, they said that a couple of factors in playing with releasing Cam Newton rather than keeping him on as the Patriots backup: his command of the locker room and his vaccination status. Neither make him an ideal choice as a backup behind a rookie QB. Okay, so it's not just that he refused to get the vaccination, but it's in addition to, I guess they feel as though he has performed poorly. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. They said there wasn't just one reason that Cam Newton is gone. It was a combination of at least 3. All right. So yeah, as we said, you know, as I've already told you guys, his performance, you know what I'm saying, I guess this summer or whenever he was playing, in addition to the vaccination, and they said that it was 3 things, but obviously they only listed 2. So I'm starting to believe the 3rd thing is Cam really didn't give to be there. I feel like Cam probably was tired of y'all. All right, if he didn't move forward to get that vaccination, it could have been because maybe he doesn't believe in it at this time. And in addition to that, it could be that he probably was tired of y'all and didn't give a damn what y'all was going to do anyway. Okay, because Cam did go on to say this. He said, I really appreciate all the love and support during this time, but I must say, don't feel sorry for me, honey. I'm good. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that he's good. He's probably made some good financial decisions. He always knew at some point it probably was going to come to a point where he couldn't play. So I think he is good. I don't feel like he's going to be not on a team. I'll be surprised if nobody picks him up. But because I know the NFL is probably going to try to show a united front regarding this vaccination, they're going to back people into a corner where they have no choice but to take the vaccination. I do think that is unfair to force that on people when you also have it being an ultimate choice for all Americans. They have a choice, to decide on whether or not they want to do it. So I think it's unfair for y'all to force that on them. But then, how it used to be like separation of church and state and all that. I feel like it's separation of the United States and companies and businesses, so it's like, this is what we want. This is what we're enforcing. Either you're going to follow the guidelines or you're not. And it's like, the company has a right to make whatever decisions that they want. Does it always come off as fair? No, it's not. But I think he's at a place where it's kind of like, let me fall for something, stand for something or fall for anything, shall I say. That's how it goes. So he probably was taking a stand in his opinion to, not embark on that journey at this time. And either way, he's going to be good. And he's probably going to use all that time to, go hard and continue to work and practice and as though he's playing on a field in hopes that this will pass and he can come back and be a part of a team. We shall see how that's going to go for Cam. You guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to my final story today. The final story is about Miss Chrisette Michelle and Kanye West. Okay, so Kanye West recently dropped this Donda album that I do not care about. I do not want to hear. I don't want nobody asking me to hear it because I'm not interested in it. I haven't been a fan of Kanye's in some time, and it's not going to change for no dedication album to his mom. Sorry. What else that I want to say about Kanye? He's going around doing these listening parties. He's doing great promotion and marketing, shall I say, for this particular album. What happened? He dropped the album. He said it was dropped by accident. He ended up getting dragged by a lot of people, child. Chris Brown came out and called the man a HOE. You had Soulja Boy calling him the same thing, talking about how he want to fight at this time. He feels a way about Kanye saying, sending him music, I guess him getting on the track, and then for Kanye to not even, put that song out. So what Kanye did, which I don't believe is true, Kanye said that the recording company was the ones to put it out without his permission. That's what he's saying. They put it out without his permission. I'm like, Kanye, this was already out, to be honest. The way you was going around doing listening parties, baby, was already out. So he's using that as an excuse. So for all of the people that did not make the album, he wanted to say the recording company put it out and such didn't make the album either. And they took this person off the album too. And it's like, Kanye, you like to go around and act like you have so much power over things, especially your album and all this and that. Okay, you think you're the creative God. So with that being said, I think you knew exactly what was going on. I think you purposely took those people off the tracks, and you probably knew those people were going to have an attitude or say something or be vocal, and that's what they did on Instagram. They got vocal about it. They said some things, they said their piece, whatever. If anything, it was only going to draw more attention to your album to make more and more people listen to it. I've seen more negatives about the album than I've seen positives about the album. I've seen people say, oh, the album is great. I don't care. And then you turn around and you have people like, no, this ain't it. It didn't give what it's supposed to have been given. So you need to take this back and start over. Right. So that's that on that. I don't see how y'all continue to go up for Kanye. Y'all be quick to drag these MAGA fans out in public, especially when you see them with a red hat on. Y'all be ready to argue and debate and have conversations with your friends and your family talking about these people and stuff. But then when Kanye wears this in your face and he's blatantly disrespectful and he's taking pictures with, the person that a lot of y'all don't like, then y'all want to try and find excuses for Kanye. When Kanye goes on TMZ and he tells y'all, oh, slavery was a choice, disrespecting your ancestors, y'all want to come up with some type of excuse for Kanye, okay? And be mad in the moment, and then later on, what do y'all do? Y'all out here supporting this man, going crazy over whatever he do. He create these trash. He steals from other people, create this trash ass stuff, put it out there, overprice it. It probably costs $2, but he's gonna charge y'all $500 and something. And y'all be like, oh yes, I gotta get him. And I don't understand the hype about Kanye at all. Ever since he got with what's her name, Kim Kardashian, I don't understand the hype about this man at all. Okay, and I feel like for me, it was a little before he even got with her. I think it was like his first 2 albums. Maybe, like first 2, I think that was it. After that, I'm like, who the fuck is this man? Too impossible. I'm just like, why is y'all so crazy about this man? I'm not understanding it. Like, y'all excuse all of his behavior. And that's what I was saying about when it went down, when I was speaking on Dababy, and how y'all give a lot of excuses to these black men, but had it been black women, it's like the scope changes for them. The expectations change for them. It gives me the energy of what men used to say, men can do that, but women can't. And I don't like this. Right? So let's go ahead and switch gears and talk about Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele reacts to being canceled, okay? While Kanye is still supported despite the TRUMP endorsement. Hello, girl, I ain't got time. And you know what? Let's just hop into this. It was a tweet that was put out by John Murray saying, since our culture is so hyped about Kanye West's Donda album, it's time to uncancel Chrisette Michele. I hated her singing at 45's inauguration, but Chrisette Michele never disrespected our history, ancestors, didn't rock a MAGA hat, and never ran a covert campaign to sway an election. Facts, okay? So I appreciate that. A lot of y'all got down in the comments and was like, well, to me, you know, Chrisette was never canceled. She was never canceled. To you, she was never canceled, right? I continue to play her music because I like her music, but this is what I'm saying. I feel like she was definitely canceled when she's not given additional platforms to showcase her music or to advance herself in any capacity. Whenever anybody would post about Chrisette Michele, all you saw in the comments was drag. But when it came down to Kanye, who was disrespectful and everything, y'all wasn't up there dragging him like y'all could have. Y'all was finding excuses for him. Oh, he ain't been the same since his mom died. Oh, he ain't been the same since his mom died. Like, that's, y'all just kept saying all of that, like finding and creating excuses for him. So yes, it's not, oh, she wasn't canceled to me. To you, she may not have been canceled to you, but to everyone, she definitely was. Okay, so those are my thoughts on that. It's giving me misplacement of anger. Okay, a lack of a better word. Okay, it's giving me misplacement of disappointment. Okay, so I just ask that y'all keep that same energy across the entire board. Okay, so those are my thoughts about that. I'm like, y'all over here mad at this lady performing for Trump. I got her a few $100s, thousands or whatever, but I can imagine what the hell Kanye got from him just for him to take a picture and rock a MAGA hat. Like, are you serious? Girl, y'all need to rethink y'all lives. That's all that I got on the quick chat. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.